Alright. Done with training for the night. It was a good class. It was good to see Sensei work with the other guys on their Aikido. And I get to mess around with draws and rishis and draws with cuts and draws and cuts and rishis and moving around, and it was a good time. And now to go home. Ooh, it's brisk. It's not really cold. It's what I'd call brisk. But it's Arizona. We don't get cold. We do. That's a big ass bolt. Oh, and I straight fogged. Move it, asshole. It's not really your turn. Fuck stick. I have a green arrow. He has a don't walk. And people wonder why they get run over. Every time I hear that news story, and it's tragic. Somebody died. I mean, but it's like pedestrian struck. It's like, huh? I wonder why. Because very rarely they'll show the scene, and you'll see the intersections, and it's nowhere near those. It's like. Now, the hit and runs, that's something entirely wrong. I mean, you cannot run away if something like that happens. First of all, it automatically makes it your fault whether it was or not, which I don't exactly completely agree with. I mean, some people are just scared. I mean, they freaking, they don't know what to do. They're like, ah! That's kind of an instinctual thing for a person to do. At the same time, motherfucker, if you hit somebody, you should stop. Nothing else to see if you can render aid. Nothing else to call authorities and be like, this motherfucker in dark clothing was out in the street and I hit him. And please come help. So hit and run, yeah, you got no excuse. At the same time, all the people wandering across the street in dark clothing, which they're always wearing, like, dark clothing. Every one of them I see. It's like, it'd be something if you were wearing reflective. Then there's a chance. Speaking of reflective, I didn't turn my level light on. Shit. I have a light on the back of my helmet, which I really doubt I can get to. It is literally on the back of my helmet. It's too bad. Because I do know that I'm wearing all black. I have black boots on. Black pants, black jacket. Now the jacket is Joe Rocket. It does have reflective. And something is flapping. I don't like flapping. I don't know what's flapping. You asshole. I'm gonna sit behind you and blind the shit out of you now. Oh, I don't know what's flapping. I hate this jacket I'm wearing. I bought it. It's a Joe Rocket Atomic, and I buy big jackets big. Probably bigger than I need to. But I'm a big guy, and I have trouble with sizing. You buy a jacket that should fit, and it's not even close, and then you go up a size, and you swim in it. So this one's too big. But for a jacket that's too big, it hangs so fucking funny. It chokes you up here and makes this weird third breast up on your shoulders. And you're like, why has it got this extra bump here? It's just the way it's cut. It's cut really fucking fucked up. It's very annoying. And whatever's flapping is very annoying too. Because it's flapping on my $400 helmet. And something on the backpack, obviously, but... but the weirdness makes it hard to... And I guess it's because it's too long and it bunches up, but it's still just weird. Did I leave my chin strap undone? I did that again. God damn it. This helmet fits so tight, I forget to do the chin strap. It annoys the shit out of me. I have no idea why. Fucking dumbass. That's what's flapping. It's not my backpack, it's the helmet. It's literally beating itself to death because I didn't do the chin strap. I am a dumbass. Oh well. I'll get off the freeway and try and tighten it. I'm not sure he'd come off my head. Knock on wood. I shouldn't say anything. But it is very tight. It's not uncomfortable. It fits like it should. It's got the movement. It's just with the windsock and everything under here. I think that's why. Because it feels like I have something there. So I feel like I'm already cinched and nope, not even close. Oh, I'm tired. I didn't even hardly do anything today and I'm tired. Oh well. No big deal. I'm on vacation, which is so freaking awesome. Oh, big bump. Oh, that hurt my balls. That's the one thing I gotta fix on this bike. The seat, it's shaped okay. Man, it transfers everything right to your bottom of your nutsack. Not the very bottom, but the back bottom. That kind of soft part where you don't want anybody to touch or anything. Yeah. You don't really sit on your butt, really. It's the way it sits you. It sits you too far forward. You slide around. Yeah. And it's kind of hard. So it'd be really nice to get something softer. I'd like a little bit more pegged seat room too. I'm funny. I'll never use the full potential of this bike. Not a chance in hell. I just don't ride that good. I'm sorry. And it's a commuter. It's a commuter naked. And it's got, I don't know, a foot too much ground clearance. So I really wish manufacturers would give you some adjustability as far as that goes. As far as, how much ground clearance you really need, and then give you more peg room, so you're not quite so scrunched. And even my Concours, I have drop pegs for it, which they're great for the highway. They're annoying as fuck when you try and drive in traffic or anything else, because it drops the pegs but doesn't drop the controls. And there is a guy that makes a bracket that drops the whole thing, but it doesn't necessarily fit with my aftermarket exhaust. Which I really wish it did. That would be cool. That thing's loud. I can hear him through my super quiet helmet and my earplugs and my music. That's impressive. So, but yeah, I could use a couple inches, just enough to take the squunch out of it. Would be nice. I mean, it's not like racer compact. I did that. I made that mistake. I put rear sets on my SV when I rebuilt it after the 13 wreck because I needed the right side peg and bracket. Because aluminum bent. And I tried to straighten it, and I don't have the equipment to put that kind of force into anything. I don't own anything big enough. So, that's like fine. I'll just put rear sets on. I found some from Dan Motor? I think they're Dan Motors. Really nice. They fit on the bike nice. The hardware was good. You know, everything worked. I adjusted them as far back and down as I could. Yeah, no. I'm sure if you were going to go out and absolutely rail on that bike for about an hour and not have to put your feet up and down or do anything, I'm going to pull into this Jack-in-the-Box parking lot. No. Oh, speed bump. Ah. Oh, this is embarrassing. Freaking. My light might be on. No idea. Okay. Well, that's fixed now. But anyways, yeah, I put those Dan Moto pegs on that thing. Oh my lord. I mean, they worked. They were not comfortable. That lasted about... about 6 months, and I was just like, nope, I'm done. Just can't do it. Took it back off, so that's however much money they were wasted for them to sit in a bin. It's too bad, because they were really nice. I really liked them. They looked great on the bike. They were black, so, SV's silver with the black foot pegs and everything. It looked really nice, but just didn't work with my how I ride. And it was just uncomfortable for like a commuter bike to sit. I mean, if you were gonna ride it hard and be kind of moving around on the bike and up a little bit more and everything, which I can't do with my knees, oh my lord, that would be something else. But to just ride to and from work when you're tired and everything, to have to contort yourself like that, it just wasn't cool. Well, same thing with this thing. I mean, I guess I would rather them give you a little less ground clearance, put the pegs a little lower, make the bike a little more comfortable, with the understanding that, hey, yeah, you can buy rear sets and fix that if you're going to go take it to the track. Or, if you start grinding the edges off, well, maybe your rear set's for you. But, I mean, a naked commuter bike, which is what this is, I'm sorry. Anybody that says anything other than that, it's a naked commuter bike. It's not a super sport, it's not a, track day weapon. It's a freaking commuter bike. Should be a little more comfortable. I know it's based off the GSX-R 750. Well, that's fine. You've changed enough that you could have changed that too. Because I don't think these are GSX-R rear sets. They're different from those. I think the pegs actually are, but I think the actual bracket they're attached to, so you could have easily lowered the whole thing 2 inches. Made it just a smidge more comfortable. And making it more comfortable, might have sold more of them. Might not have. Suzuki seems like they're struggling lately. I just haven't found anything that hits the marks for the market lately. Which is really too bad. I mean, this bike is a hoot to ride. I haven't had any reliability problems. Well, it's a little cold-blooded when you first started, but I think that's built in. I think they did that to the software. It has to have a certain coolant temperature or runtime before it'll let you rev it. It's kind of funny. You know, first time I was like, what the fuck's wrong with this thing? But then, you know, because it's consistent and it does exactly the same thing, it's like, oh, that's built in. It's fine. It kind of makes sense. You know, you don't sit there and idle it forever and stove it up, but you don't drive it, you know, freaking super cold. Oh. So, I don't know if there's just too much competition, or if there's just nothing, they haven't had the right idea. I mean, I know nobody buys their poor Bandits, or GXXS 1250s, which is too bad. From what I understand, they're great motorcycles. They're just not exciting. Which is why I'm torn by the market that says that a motorcycle itself has to be exciting. It's kind of exciting what you do with it. Although I do like being able to walk out in my garage and go, yeah, baby. Which I sort of can do. My Concourse is like that, except it's brown. My wife tells me, oh, it's maroon, it's maroon. In certain light, it's a crystal red, it's beautiful. And the rest of the light, it's brown. So I like my blue one so much better. And my SV was never the sexiest bike out there. There are things on it that I really do like. It's aluminum kind of trellis style frame. And the taillight. I always loved that generation SV650 taillight with the 2 vertical rows of LEDs. I think that looks badass. I still do. And this one, I like the looks of. I know it's not like, you know, Ducati sexy. Especially once I got rid of the big ass freaking stupid mirrors. Put my bar ends on and did the few little things I did to it. It looks futuristic-ish. Oh yeah, my favorite thing. Trying to make a corner in the fog on new tires. But, I mean, they rolled out their new GSX-R 1000 and 1000R, and the media was like, it's better. It's like, well, thanks. But then you got things like Ducati, and if you're going to go buy a Super Sport and pay for that insurance, you might as well just go balls deep. Which I can't afford, and I can't afford. I mean, even insuring this was a shock. It's like, what the hell? And they're like, well, it's a GSX. Like, S. There's no R in it. Okay. well. It's not well. I have a 1400 that's cheaper. They're like, well, I know, there's no well. I had that argument with the Geico, and I'm like, you gotta be freaking shitting me. They're like, well, it's dangerous. I'm like, you do realize I have a 650 at home that I've owned since 2003, and I have a 1400. I have a Concourse 1400. I have a 160 horsepower bike. And they're like, yes. And I'm like, wait a minute. I had one earlier and I hit a deer with it. You're trying to get the deer out of me. Because everybody quoted me on this was cheaper. But they make it expensive. And that's something that the motorcycle industry is gonna have to fix. It killed the muscle cars before. I'm waiting for it to kill the muscle cars again. Is insurance. And motorcycles, if you can't make the insurance competitive, you're gonna you'll wither and die, because it's gotta be cheap transportation. And I love motorcycles, and they are cheap transportation. I mean, I have 3 bikes, and I pay for my wife's pickup truck for less than a new payment on a nice new truck would be. I couldn't do that any other way. You know, and I have things like my Concourse that I think the battery's dying in. So it's going to sit there until I figure out what I'm going to do with it. So I have 2 other bikes to ride. There's no way I could do that with cars. Not in this day and age. The fuck. Even my old muscle cars, it's hard enough just to keep them running. I'm supposed to rely on them to take me to and from work? No way. Not a chance. So motorcycles are cheap transportation. Not to mention, I've mentioned 40 miles to the gallon. I mean, other than some hybrids and electric and some, you know, like super eco boxes, nothing gets that kind of gas mileage. They're getting better gas mileage. I mean, you're seeing gas mileages come up in the 30 range. I mean, there are cars that aren't complete crap that get better gas mileage than the Concourse. But none of them can scare you silly like the Concourse either. Because when you grab a full handful of the Concourse throttle, that is something else. This is a hoot. Behave. Good girl. But that Concourse, oh lordy. That was a whole different shooting match. And it's just, you know, motorcycle, the companies are going to have to work with the insurance providers, or something's going to have to change. You know, maybe Suzuki and Kawasaki are going to have to get together and make Kawasaki Insurance Co. and underwrite their own things with the understanding of what and how it works. You know, Geico and Progressive and Allstate, they all advertise the motorcyclists, but they still kind of treat you like, you want to write that? Well, yeah, damn it. I like that. Thank you very fucking much. You know, and especially with motorcycles, they're not getting any safer. They are getting to the point where they'll start eliminating some of the stupid stuff. The overbraking slides with the ABS and the traction control. Some of that stuff. First time you wheelie it and drop it, like what happened to my SV. That kind of thing with the anti-wheelie control. I mean, there's a certain amount of the built-in electronics. Is that a piece of paper or a rabbit? It'll fix some of that stuff, but I don't know. Anyways, I'm actually almost home. I hope you all had a wonderful week. Sorry last week I was a little under the weather. I'll see if I can get anything edited and get it out on time. And I will catch you on the next one.